And they go, no worries, large Big Mac meal, and they just give it you. It's as simple as that.
Something I really need to ask you, because you seem to do this. This was very prevalent throughout that series.
Yeah.
The breakfast trick. I'd never seen anyone do that until you did it. And with the greatest respects, it seems really obvious. It seems like a thing that people would just do. And until you did it, I was like, why do not more people not? Can you explain what this is?
I'm intrigued.
So the breakfast trick is like a Holiday Inn. So what you do is, I'll go... Let me explain. So you go on booking.com, you type in the town. I'm telling everyone the secrets here now.
Yeah.
So you type in, let's say, Wrexham. You type in Wrexham, and then you filter it to breakfast included in the stay. And then those, let's say Holiday Inn's a classic. So Holiday Inn put a breakfast buffet out, and it's included in the breakfast. So then 50-50, they actually ask you for your room number. Or 50-50, you're just walking in to get it. So I just walk into the hotel, I pretend I'm staying there, I go up to the breakfast buffet and just like get a full English breakfast. And after you've done that for 3 years, this is what you look at.
That is actually so true. Like, the amount of times I stayed in hotels and they don't ask, you just walk down and you're like, oh, cool, yeah, I'm just getting breakfast.
But even with like, when I need a shower or something, you just like go and use the pool. And then have a shower and use their towels and then just get changed.
I've seen you so many times just walk up into like the top floor of a hotel and just go to the spa and just walk past and pick up like a dressing gown, a spa kit, like everything. And you're so nonchalant about it, so you're like just having a shave.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like even with like the probably the biggest hotel I've ever like snuck into like that. There's a lot, obviously, so I think this is the biggest, which is a Savoy in London. Like, I walked in there, acted like I owned the place. Oh, good afternoon. Hi, how are you? You okay? Oh, hello. Yeah, having a nice day. Yeah, brilliant stay. Thank you very much. You know, just change your voice a little bit. You know, I get to think, oh, hi, I've just arrived at the hotel. I just wondered if I could see your facilities, please. And they're like, oh, yes, come, sir. We'll show you the facilities. This is the pool. This is the gym. Do you know what? I think I'll actually do some work and relax now, if you don't mind. Oh, yes, sir. Here's a towel. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. And then you just go into the pool in the Savoy, all the shaving kit's there, have a shave, have a shower, you're sorted.
That's actually ridiculous.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Another thing I did, which honestly, this was stressful, right, was when I was like in a smaller place or in a city and I was just like, I really, really need a shower at this point. I'm like, and there's no like pool or ones I can sneak into. This is like desperation, right? You find a hotel room that like someone's cleaning, like so people have checked out, the cleaners have gone in, you know, they leave that big trolley outside the door, so you know they're in the thing, and I'll knock on the door, I'll be like, oh, excuse me, I've been staying in this room, have I left a coat anywhere? And they're like, oh, well, they're looking for a coat, and they're like, no. Like, oh, that's weird. Oh, I'll check down and say, actually, I'm just going to use the toilet if that's all right. Yeah, no worries, I'll go and work on that room, I'll come back, and then you just have a shower.
Yeah, I don't know how you have the confidence.
Yeah, it's mad.
So I've done that a few times, but that was like the earlier stages, but I did it in America a couple of times as well.
Do you worry that by putting this out online, more people are going to do it, and then it's going to make it harder for you to do it in the future?
Well, it's one of them. Like at the time when you're building the YouTube and stuff like that, you've got nothing to lose. So you're just like, whatever sort of things. Yeah. But the thing is now, obviously, you know, as a creator and stuff, you transition and you do different things and you mature and you enjoy doing different things. So to be honest, I don't think I would do that again. I'd always have a cheeky breakfast with him.
Yeah, he does that when he's in Wrexham.
Yeah.
Nah, Mum, I don't want yours.
So that's the breakfast trick. The next one, the Maccies trick.
The Maccies trick.
We should get a brand deal for McDonald's for this episode.
Hey, Maccies, mate, I'm going to get the golden arches tattooed on it. No, but with a Maccies trick, so this is like a classic, mate, and it's just the easiest thing in the world, right? You basically go into flipping Maccies are going to get slaughtered after this. But like with McDonald's, basically, you go into a Maccies.
You can do this at any fast food.
In any country. It works in every country.
Only McDonald's, though, Jack.
It's worked in Hong Kong, Russia, everywhere. Yeah. And basically, you go into a McDonald's and you're just like, oh, excuse me, I've just ordered 5 large Big Mac meals. I've just got back to the hotel. There's only 4 in there. And they go, no worries, large Big Mac meal. And they just give it you. It's as simple as that. So like if I'm starving on a no money challenge and I've got no food and I'm honestly really hungry, I'll just go to a McDonald's and be like, oh, excuse me, I've just ordered loads of food. And obviously you're in America, you've got an English accent. Welsh accent, and then they know you're not local, so you just go, excuse me, I've just ordered 5 large Big Mac meals. I've just got to the hotel and I'm missing a large Big Mac meal, a cheeseburger, and a box of nuggets.
Really pushing your luck there.
Yeah, and 3 Pepsi. Yeah, and they're just like, oh, I'm really sorry. Because it's not that, they're just employed there, aren't they, on minimum wage, so they don't care.
No.
So they're just like, oh, sorry about that, sir. Let me just sort
Well, you think they don't care, but the amount of times they forget the fucking sauce pisses me off.
It's so weird. I went to McDonald's not too long ago and we went back in because they'd forgotten something. And when we got back in the car, we realised they hadn't forgotten it. But they did give us a whole new one for free.
Yeah. So you've the breakfast sorted, dinner's sorted. Have you ever blagged a hotel room?
I've blagged one hotel room, which was in Vegas, the MGM.
Just so one of the biggest.
This is such a long story, so I'll try and make it a summary, right? So when I actually paid for a room before the McGregor fight, I had like a bad experience, basically. They tried to charge me loads when they shouldn't have. So like I was like, I complained basically. And they were like, oh, sir, we're so sorry. They like admitted fault as well. And they were like, oh, next time you're in Vegas, we'll sort you. Next time you're in Vegas, we'll happily give you a complimentary stay. But this is August 2017, right? So I never went back to Vegas until I was on New York to LA. And then so that would have been May 2018. So I was in Vegas, didn't have nowhere to, so it was the first time I was in Vegas, didn't have anywhere to stay. And I'm like, what am I going to do here now? So I was like, in the end, I went to the MGM and I was like, excuse me, I stayed with you like last year and you said that I could have a complimentary stay because I had a bad experience. And they were just like, there's nothing on file. There's nothing, because the guy just sort of said it and give me his business card, right?
Right.
So again, they were like, oh no, nothing on file. And I just stayed there and I sort of argued the toss and I was arguing, not arguing, but like sort of saying, oh, da-da-da-da-da-da. Earlier that day, I did you see the roulette thing when I put like $50 on roulette?
No, I haven't seen it.
So Jason, who like gave me the challenge,
right? He
was like, right, I'm going to give you $50, but you have to put it on red or black. So he was like, if you win, you've got money to eat. If you lose, that's it.
Yeah.
So I went to pick up this $50 he sent me to a Western Union. This is in the video. I put it on black and it like came black. So I was like, I had $100, but not enough for a hotel room. So this woman was like, okay, listen, what we'll do is if you pay again, I don't know the numbers. It's in the video, but it was like, if you give us 50, because you have to put a deposit for a hotel room in Vegas. So they're like, if you pay the $50 deposit, we'll refund it you back in the morning and you get the hotel room for free. Anyway, long story short, I paid $50 and the next day they refunded me more than the deposit.
What?
So I got more. So they paid me to stay in the MGM. And this is all in the video, like speaking to the woman, the whole thing.
Yeah. Wow. I certainly recommend it. Like, if you're new to Simon's content and you haven't checked it out, check out this series. What would be your 3 tips you'd give to anybody that perhaps don't have the adequate funds you'd think to go travelling, but want to go travelling? Yeah.
I think, again, you can build up £100 by selling your old stuff or, just getting a part-time job for a week. You've just got to do it. I think I'm a big believer that you've got to chuck yourself in the deep end. And that's what I say. And another thing, you go on a night out, easily spend £100. You can book a flight to Amsterdam for £20. I booked a flight to Norway for £3.99. Yeah. So,
wow.
You can, it's travel now is not as expensive. Well, obviously we're in tough times at the minute and, flight prices are a bit high at the minute, but, hopefully they'll come back to where they were before. And, it is a lot accessible than you think it is. And a lot of people see going to a different country. Oh, going to a different country. You get a flight there, you're 2 hours, you're there, get a cheap hostel. Just one quick story, right? When I went to Venice and I did Venice with no money, I was walking around St. Mark's Square, I think it is, and bumped into this guy and he's like, oh my God, Simon Wilson. I was like, oh God, you're right, mate, how's it going? And had a chat with him and he was like, you're the reason I'm here. And I was like, what? And he was like, I'm in uni in Brighton. And he was like, because I always say travel on your own because you get a different experience, you get to know more about yourself, do you get me, and stuff like that. And he was like, oh, I booked a cheap flight to Venice. It was like £20. And I'm here on my own. I booked a cheap hostel and I'm here because of you. And he went. And that's so powerful.
The odds in that.
That's mad.